All right, one more part of section 6.7 is just some vocabulary that we need to talk about dealing with graphing. First of all, I have the same problem that we used in the last video, and if you recall, the zeros were at -4, -1, and +2. And we had found solutions at -310 and at 1, -10, which is way down here. And our graph, do the best I can on here, the graph looks something like that. Now, some vocabulary dealing with graphs and polynomials. Since there's so many bends and curves in them, they have what they call turning points. So the first vocabulary word to write down is a turning point, and that's where a graph changes from increasing to decreasing, or decreasing to increasing. So for instance, if I start going from left to right, and I'm going to try and trace this as best I can. If you notice, I'm increasing here, and then all of a sudden when I get to the top, now the graph comes back down. This point right there would be called a turning point. And specifically, it would be called a local maximum. A local maximum is a point where every value y is less than that for a given interval. So if you notice, like if I put a box around this, in this local area, the point right there at the top would be a local maximum because all the y values are less than that. Now, if we continue going, if I go down to the bottom, we have another turning point on the graph because right now I am decreasing and I get to the bottom and then I start coming back up and increasing. This point at the bottom down here is another turning point, which is going to be called a local minimum. It is a local minimum because if I put a blue box around the polynomial graph in that area, in that location, just in that general area, this point down here at the bottom is the lowest value of the function. All the other values are higher than that. Therefore, this would be called a local minimum. So just get used to those terminologies. A turning point, a local maximum, and a local minimum. And so when you hear me talk about those in class, that's what I'm referring to.